the man was shocked to find his wife, who was supposed to be bedridden, had turned into a doll. He froze on the spot and quickly called the doctor. When the doctor arrived, a flash of panic crossed his face. The man questioned in disbelief why his wife had become a doll. The doctor hurried to explain, saying she had already recovered and been discharged. The man was overjoyed and rushed home to find her, but as soon as he reached the door, he saw his wife hugging her so-called brother tightly. At that moment, the man finally realized his wife had been lying to him for years. She showed no remorse and sneered, saying, "So what if she lied?" blaming him for not letting the scheming guy join the company. She just wanted to pretend to be in a coma to scare him, but didn't expect him to actually sell the company to save her. The man was furious and demanded she return the money, but the scheming guy suddenly drove the car straight at him. He couldn't dodge in time and was killed on the spot, leaving the world full of resentment. But perhaps fate took pity on him. He was reborn to the day his wife pretended to jump off a building. He suddenly received a call from his mother-in-law, saying his wife was about to jump. He suppressed his anger and said he'd be right there. But after hanging up, he calmly finished signing a contract with a business partner, deliberately delayed over 10 hours before heading to the hospital. As soon as he walked in, the scheming guy accused him, saying he delayed treatment and caused her to become a vegetable. The man pretended to be shocked, then quickly walked to his wife and slapped her hard across the face. Just then the doctor came in and played along, saying her internal organs were severely damaged and a transplant was needed to save her. The mother-in-law begged the doctor for surgery, but he said the hospital lacked the resources. The scheming guy jumped in, saying he had connections, but it would cost 10 million. The mother-in-law begged the man to pay. He pretended to hesitate, saying he had already invested all the money in a new project. The scheming guy was furious, grabbed his collar and questioned him. The man put on a heartbroken look, saying he would personally take care of his wife for life, then turned and left the ward. As soon as he left, the wife sat up from the bed, angrily saying he wouldn't spend money to save her. As they discussed their next plan, the man suddenly returned to the room. The mother-in-law quickly explained, saying she was just helping her daughter move. The man pretended to be dissatisfied, saying moving like that wouldn't help much, then said he would do it himself. He first stretched her arms. She dared not speak out in anger. Then he relaxed her legs. After this little session, he said it was about time, and that he'd arrange her discharge, to take her home and care for her personally. Back home, he began a new round of treatment, first using electric shocks to stimulate her. When she didn't respond, he increased the voltage. Seeing her drool from the shock, but still not waking, he pretended to panic and called an organ donation agency, saying his wife was a vegetable, and he wanted to arrange organ donation. Then he deliberately let the two eavesdropping outside in, and asked in surprise why they were there. The scheming guy rushed over and grabbed his collar, shouting that he was trying to kill the woman. The mother-in-law cursed him out angrily. He replied righteously, saying he had researched, and vegetative patients could wake up with enough stimulation. The mother-in-law seized the chance to scold him, saying it was all his fault for not letting her brother into the company. The man pretended to feel deeply guilty, saying he would make up for his mistake, and handed over all the company shares to the brother-in-law. The next day,